to Crash Course. Today we're going to focus on Mongols, Yuan Dynasty, and Ming Dynasty. At first part, Mongols. Mongols began as early nomadic farmers. They kept herds of their animals with them as they traveled around. Nomads have two different classes within their societies. Early nomadic people lived in the Asian steppes with a really king-based society. Nomads would display a very deep loyalty to their kings. This changed during the 13th century when Temujin forged various Mongol tribes into a powerful alliance that built the largest empire the world had seen to date. The Mongols brought the societies of Eurasia into closer contact than ever before. Temujin, he was the great unifier of the Mongols. He was born around 1167 into a noble family. He eventually brought all the Mongol tribes into a single confederation. And in 1206, an assembly of Mongol leaders recognized him as Chinggis Khan. Chinggis Khan means universal ruler. The two major areas conquered by Chinggis Khan was northern China and Persia. The Mongol conquest of northern China began in 1211 with raiding parties. By 1215, the Mongols had captured the capital of Jurchen, which is near modern Beijing. While part of his army consolidated the control in northern China, Chinggis Khan led another force to Afghanistan and Persia. So how could he conquer such big land in such short time? It relies on military force. And it also relies on outstanding equestrian. We should know Mongols grew up riding horses, and they trained themselves by hunting and playing the games on the horseback. And we should also remember they are nomads. They grow up in the hard environment. It trained their bodies and also their willpower. Okay, that's about Mongols' force. And also, we should talk about Chinggis Khan was a great conqueror, but was not a great administrator. He never ever established a capital city in his kingdom. Chinggis Khan died in 1227. He extended Mongol control to northern China in the east and Persia in the west. Chinggis Khan was a great conqueror, but left administration behind. He didn't establish any central government, but relied on local administrators. Many of the descendants of Chinggis Khan wanted to achieve great Khan after the death of Chinggis Khan. Eventually, they divided Chinggis Khan's realm into 4 regional empires. Great Khan, who ruled China and wealthiest Mongol lands. The Khanate of Chaganata in Central Asia, ruled by Chinggis Khan's son. The Khans ruled Persia, and the Khans of the Golden Horn dominated Russia. Now we are going to talk about Kublai Khan. He extended Mongol rule to all of China. He attacked southern China, captured capital Hangzhou, smashed the Song Dynasty. In 1279, he proclaimed himself emperor and established Yuan Dynasty. As Kublai consolidated his hold on East Asia, his cousin and brother tightened Mongol control on lands to the west. Mongols of the group known as Golden Horn overran Russia between 1237 and 1241, and then mounted exploratory expeditions into Poland, Hungary, and Eastern Germany in 1241 and 1242. They maintained a large army on the steppes from which they mounted raids into Russia. While the Golden Horn established its authority in Russia, Kublai's brother Hulagu toppled the Abbasid Empire and established the Mongol Khanate. Mongol, they outlawed intermarriage between Mongols and Chinese and forbade the Chinese from learning the Mongol language. The Mongols' administrative staff include Arabs, Persians, and perhaps even Europeans, like Marco Polo. They stopped the Confucian educational and examining system. However, they tolerated all cultural and religious traditions in China, including Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism, and Christianity. The Mongols encouraged the traveling and communication, facilitated trade, diplomatic travel, missionary efforts, and movements of people to New Land. The Mongols worked to secrete trade routes and ensure the safety of merchants to passing through their territories. Lands as distant as China and Western Europe became directly linked at the first time because of ability of individuals to travel across entire Eurasian landmass. I'm going to talk about the decline of the Yuan dynasty. Mongol decline in China was a more complicated affair. In one way, it's because of the economic dimension. They tried to use paper money to save the dynasty, but things didn't work out. The general population soon lost confidence in paper money and price rose sharply as a reflection of its diminished value. Apart from financial problem and functional division, they also faced the epidemic disease known as Black Death. The population decreased like crazy. Also, they faced a rebellious subject population in China. In 1368, rebel forces captured Khanbalik, which is the capital of Yuan dynasty, and the Mongols departed China en masse and returned to Sams. After the fall of Yuan dynasty, the governance of China returned to Chinese hand. Hongwu, the founder of Ming Dynasty, who came from a poor family, he made his way through the ranks, led the rebellious forces that toppled Yuan dynasty. In 1368, Hongwu proclaimed the establishment of the Ming Dynasty. As soon as he established Ming Dynasty, he set whole society into traditional Chinese way. Of course, his government and also the way people dress, like Confucian educational and civil service systems. He moved to centralized authority more tightly than ever before in Chinese history. During Hongwu's period, there was no active promote trade with other land. Ming Emperor also works on economic recovery from nomadic ruler and epidemic disease. They rebuilt irrigation system for agriculture. At the same time, they promote the manufacturing of porcelain, like lacquer wire, and fan silk, like silk, and cotton textile. Hongwu's successor, Yongle, actively promote Chinese traditional cultures. He organized a big encyclopedia that compiled all significant works of Chinese history, philosophy, and literature. Had like 25,000 manuscript rolls. Although they abandoned the plan because of financial problem, but that also showed Ming rulers interested in supporting native Chinese cultural traditions. Also, Yongle ordered 7 naval expeditions for almost 30 years, designed to establish a Chinese presence in the Indian Ocean basin in order to impress foreign people and to impose imperial control over foreign trade with China. The leader of expeditions was Zheng He. He was an eunuch admiral who trusted by Yongle. As we know, the Ming court, the government, really relied on mandarins and eunuchs. But why they use eunuchs a lot? Because they couldn't generate families and build power bases that might challenge the ruling houses. Okay, let's go back to expeditions. The fleet was huge, 317 ships, accompanied by almost 28,000 armed troops. On the first 3 voyages, Zheng He took his fleet to Southeast Asia, India, and Ceylon. The fourth went to the Persian Gulf and Arabia. After, they ventured down the East Africa coast and they stopped at last because they thought expensive costs can be used on other ways for their people. Okay, that's all the crash course about for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.